mute?
It's not.
No, it
is now.
Oh, we're live. Ooh, I'm like super
Good
bright.
evening, guys.
Hey.
Let me adjust the lighting here.
Yeah. Ooh, you okay? Never mind the messy kitchen. I've been baking today. I've had my hair up. It's better, maybe a little bit more down. That's good. Hey, Will, what is up?
Is that good?
Yes, thank you. Hello, Will. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Mandy. Oh my goodness, everybody's like saying hi, and we don't have our chat on the computer yet.
Yeah.
So, how's everybody doing? Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, Chaos and Grace.
If you're on, or when you do come on, say hi and let us know where you're watching from.
Yes. Did you have a good New Year? Do you have your goals? Not your resolutions, but your goals. Things that you want to accomplish this year. I do. Well, I try to learn a new skill every year, and I hadn't picked one out yet for this year until today. Today, I've decided that I want to learn and perfect sourdough. I tried to make my first artisan loaf today, and I'm not gonna say it was a fail. It wasn't a fail. It didn't turn out right, but I learned a bunch. So you can't call it a fail.
Yeah, Weekend Homestead, Chaos and Grace.
If you guys have a chance to check out our mods channels, they are some really, really awesome people and really, really awesome channels. So check out the Weekend Homestead. They are homesteaders living up there in the north.
Yeah.
And they do all kinds of cool stuff. Will is a, what do you call yourself? You're like a pyrotechnic dude, among other things. I mean, he's like
Pyrotechnician.
a pirate.
He's asking about, I guess he saw my shirt. I don't know about the coaching change. I'm not sure. I haven't heard. I haven't watched news any today.
Yeah. And then Miss Chaos and Grace, that's Jennifer. She is a sweetheart. She's a homeschool mom, and she gardens and does all that stuff. So check them out.
We have
Hey, Rachel.
Ohio, Tennessee, Iowa, Wisconsin, Virginia,
Connecticut.
Scotland.
Ooh.
Awesome.
What? Who's from Scotland?
I see right here.
Ooh,
Hi from Edinburgh.
strip there.
Scotland.
Hello.
Illinois.
Pennsylvania.
Another Ohio.
New Jersey. Missouri. Woohoo. Very, very cool. Yes.
Oh,
I did know what
sourdough is in the pan.
Let's see. Looks fine to me.
I used to live in Independence, Kentucky.
Oh,
Terry, yes.
cool. Yes. Okay, so Mr.
Green Bay got LaFleur. Oh, really? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm reading these comments, trying to catch up.
Not just a good-looking homesteader.
What?
That was funny. Ah, you're
What
funny.
was
Just reading Bill's comment down here. Ooh, a Georgia girl. Hey, Jackie.
All right. I think we're caught up.
Hey, Two Wild Onions. But yeah, because Will
Southern Cal.
Will cannot sit still. Like renovating their cabin and all of
That's
that
awesome.
is not enough. He up and went and bought a resort.
What?
He bought a resort. It's like,
Cool.
Isn't it like a ski resort or something?
That's
and he's
cool.
having to like redo a lot of stuff. So
That's cool.
anyway, yeah. Roll Tide. Uh-oh.
Well, welcome everyone. We took off for Christmas, and we took off for the New Year's Eve, and so
And now we're here.
we've been out 2 weeks, taking off. I've been off too, but so it's a new year. We're back, and
Yes.
we're glad to be chatting with our community here on YouTube.
Yes.
It's so good to get back in touch with everyone. Hello from Georgia.
Yep, that's Ambi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing good. We're doing good. Today I've been baking. I've been in the kitchen most of the day.
If you haven't checked out her, the past week or two, you've been doing an amazing series on making meals with leftovers.
Leftover makeovers.
Yeah, and it's been awesome. We've been trying to make our food stretch as the best we can because I am currently off work and I don't know when I'm going to be back. It could be tomorrow. It could be 2 or 3 more weeks. We don't know. So we're making our food stretch. We're making every dollar stretch. And she's been making some awesome leftover meals. So we've really been having some pretty cool stuff here lately.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's something I would be doing anyway.
Yeah. And she's been baking a couple of loaves of bread and But yeah, so she's been putting all that on our YouTube channel, and we've been getting lots of good responses from our from your from your cooking videos.
I'm like surprised.
So that's awesome.
I'm really like pleasantly surprised. I'm glad that everyone's enjoying it, and I don't have another one yet, but we haven't had any leftovers. So as soon as I have some leftovers to do a makeover, then that's gonna happen. So, but thank y'all.
We've also had warm weather the last couple of days. I mean, extremely warm weather, 60 degrees, and it's really got both of us the garden itch.
Yes, oh my word. I have been binging garden videos as much as I can. Yeah. This morning, I was having a bout of insomnia from 12:30 p.m. to about 4:30 a.m. and was on Pinterest looking up raised garden bed ideas and container gardening ideas.
Great leftover videos. Yeah. Louisiana's watching.
Awesome. Oh, the Living Garden said we are heading to Mammoth Cave this summer for vacation.
That's cool.
That is cool. But I highly recommend, and I'm sure you've already thought about it, but just in case, before you go ahead and get online. Is it maca.gov?
Well, they can't do it right now.
Can't do it right now. I'm just saying this summer before you go.
Just go to the website.
Go ahead and buy your tickets
if
before
you
get
want a
there.
cave tour, reserve it.
Yes,
because
ahead of time.
If you're going to be there in the summertime, it gets so busy. It's like Disneyland, and it is. It's massively overloaded in the summertime. So just plan ahead, plan a few weeks out. If you need some help deciding on what to do, email us.
Yes.
freedomhomestead@yahoo.com.
Correct. Let's see. It's been 60 degrees here in Missouri too. I want to start all the seeds. I know. Let's see. Hey, Homestead Remembrance. And there's Valerie D.
Or is it freedom_homestead?
No, it's Freedom Homestead.
Freedom Homestead. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait.
It's usually. Huh?
I'm reading.
Oh,
I'm
I thought
sorry.
you were saying something.
I'm reading out loud. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Mary Elizabeth.
It was 70 here one day.
Oh my goodness.
I'm reading out loud again.
It's usually sub-zero here in January. All I can think of is all the things I could be planting in these temps, crazy weather. Yeah, ever since I looked up some container gardening ideas, I'm like, anything that can hold soil can be a container. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really excited. And something else that I've been doing some research on that I've never done before is single stem tomato growing. How M.I. Gardner does his stakes with the single stem.
Yeah, she's like she says, she's been watching tons of videos lately, all
Getting
about
ready.
gardening, because we've got to set it all up from scratch, and we can't start setting it all up until I go back to work. So we'll have a $1 or $2 to go pick up some extra lumber and stuff and build some raised beds. But we've been watching tons of videos on on what kind of soil and compost to use, and M.I. Gardner has a great video on how he's doing that single stem tomato. She wants to try that. So we've just been getting tons of ideas. We've had a lot of downtime here lately, so we've been just crashing the YouTube and catching up on all of our homesteading channels and friends, and
watching a ton of M.I. Gardner and watching a ton of Roots and Refuge.
Yeah, those channels are awesome.
They are very, very informative. See, I would love to be able to teach people how to garden. I would love to be able to have that in my wheelhouse where I can articulate to you what you need to do and why you should do it. All I can do is say, look, this is what I'm doing. And I can't tell you why exactly, other than someone else did it and it seems like a good idea. But hopefully at least maybe somebody's getting some inspiration or something from that. But you guys are awesome.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
Hey, Aaron.
We're doing good. Happy New Year.
Jennifer, are you still doing the community garden with your church? I wondered how that was going. Hey, there's Andrea. That's our friend from Down Under. Oh, well, thanks, Will. Oh, you're so sweet.
Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Give our love to the missus.
What's up with your job? I'm at home just waiting to go back to work. So that's what's up. So far we're doing well.
Yeah.
We're doing well. If this stretches on a couple more weeks, we'll get by.
Yeah.
The Lord will take care.
Yes, we'll be okay.
Yeah, everything will be fine.
Let's see. Oh, hey, Kimberly. For my birthday yesterday, my husband and my 3 sons put new plastic on my greenhouse. That was very thoughtful of them. But yeah.
That's an idea I want. You know, these raised beds that we're going to build. These raised beds we're going to build. We don't have to now, spring and summer, but as soon as the summer season's over, I'm going to try to put 1 or 2 of the raised beds cover them in plastic.
Yes.
And make kind of some hot beds or like a little greenhouse.
Yeah, like a low tunnel. Trying to figure out ways that we can extend our season. Hey, there's Taylor at Pure Living for Outdoors. Hey.
Pure Living. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about.
He's watching from Walmart.
Oh,
that's cool.
Nice.
Yes.
Very cool.
That's dedication right
yes,
there.
Yes, it is. Bought a truck. Awesome. Good job, Aaron. That's very cool.
Aaron did.
Yeah. Let's see. Mandy said, I don't really know what is going on with the U.S. government either. Something brought non-essential services shut down. Is that correct?
Huh?
Yes. Our U.S. government is currently under a partial shutdown.
Yeah. Well, you know, most of the government's working. I'll put it that way. Most of the government's on. It just affects certain agencies or certain branches of the agencies. And so all national parks are closed. And so that's why I'm home for a while. And I mean, this happened back in 2013. That lasted, I think, 16 days. I think maybe today might be day 16, so it's about the same amount of time. So, you know, that's something that happens. I think it's happened maybe 4 or 5 times since I've been working where I work. So, anyway.
Cool. That's awesome, Homestead Remembrance. I'll have to go back and watch that one.
Just got a text about a new truck.
Oh. But that's awesome. Tangi, I made scones yesterday. Yeah, I saw your bread video this morning. Yeah. Yeah, I attempted. Of course, that's our sandwich bread that I've been making, and it's good. Actually, my son gave me an unsolicited compliment on that bread the other day. He's like, "Mom, this bread's really good," and he doesn't normally, just compliment something, but anyway.
No, he doesn't.
So I thought that's a good sign. But yeah, so now I decided I'm gonna start experimenting with sourdough.
That's cool, Aaron. He got him a farm truck for a really good price, it looks like. So yeah. I'm happy for you, man.
And Homestead Remembrance, I did an intro on one of the videos, and I can't remember which one it was. I'll have to go back when people were doing the, hey, this is so and so from this channel, and you're watching Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I am a Homestead homie. Yeah, so that's cool.
We did a lot. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. About a week ago, we were actually talking about. We hate that we live so far away from some of our homestead friends, because all of you guys are just scattered all over the country. And then we got to thinking, well, are there any actually that live in Kentucky? And here lately, I mean, literally a day or two after that, we started getting a few messages from some of our videos. Like, hey, I've been watching your videos. We homestead too. And turns out we've actually found 1 or 2 that are within an hour of us, which is pretty cool. So hopefully maybe we'll get some close homesteading community friends that we can at least
Yeah.
collaborate with or talk to or
Yeah,
help
hopefully-
each other out when we need help and stuff like that.
Yeah, hopefully we can do like a meetup one day. That would be a lot of fun.
Because I know some of you guys, like in North Carolina, Virginia, Michigan, I mean, there's a whole cluster of them in certain areas, and we were just wondering if there was a small cluster where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't like to tell people exactly where we live on YouTube,
No,
on social media.
because you don't know.
I mean, everybody knows
watching?
we're in Kentucky. But
Right.
We don't want to say, hey, this is our hometown, come visit us.
Right.
But you know, just for safety. But it is nice to know who is in the general area.
Hey, Myrna. Let's see. Kimberly said, I'm so excited to get to planting. I've been looking at MI Gardener seeds, getting ready to order. And Andrea said, I should watch the channel Thousands of Roots. Yes, I've been watching them too, and they are such a sweet, sweet family. My goodness, they're so sweet.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, I'm excited to get one of those bread pans and try your recipe. That was a good one. I'm telling you, that pan makes all the difference. And
We've got 96 people watching.
wow,
I don't know if
awesome.
we've ever had 100 people watching our live show.
I have no idea.
I don't recall that ever happening.
That's awesome, though.
We just went down after that.
Someone left. Let's see. Hey, there's Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing. Really able to catch you all. I know, I'm glad you're here. Bro Farm says, I've been obsessed with the channel Wiedemann Reap. I've binged today. Yeah, I've only seen a couple of their videos, but she do like a yoga with goats or something. She's like a yoga with goats.
I saw a channel that did that. I saw several
video.
channels that did that. There was a time where a lot of people were doing that for a few weeks. We have not been on live since the big Holler Homestead announcement.
Oh my goodness.
And,
was that not the best
I mean,
video?
we're probably late to commenting on this because I'm sure a lot of you that follow them have seen that. It is such an amazing video. Number one, great video, awesome editing. And a great family. I'm glad they have finally found where they're gonna live.
Yes. And that it's not that far from here.
And it's we can get there in
Half a
a
day.
half a day.
Yeah.
So, but it's really cool. If you have not watched that video on the Holler Homestead, what's it called? Finding Home.
Finding Home, I think that's right.
It's just an awesome video. So happy for them, and they're gonna have some close friends nearby around them as well.
Yep. Everything that everybody's saying is so true. Let's see. Everyone's asking about the bread pan. Yes. In my bread video, I did share a link.
Do you have it? Go grab it for a minute if you've got it nearby.
Yeah, it's in the cabinet.
People may not be aware. She did a video. Well, has it even gone live yet?
Which one?
Your bread making video.
Yeah, that's why everybody's asking about
Oh, okay. So yeah, she made a loaf of bread, and this pan she loves, and it really helps make a very beautiful square loaf of bread that's really easy to slice and cut. So I'm holding it.
Okay, so. All right, I'm gonna show y'all the bread too. Okay, so about this pan, first of all, it's made in the good old US of A, which is always a wonderful thing, and we try to support USA things. So it's made by USA Pan.
It's very thick. You can't squeeze
it
it.
is so
You can't squeeze
sturdy.
it or bend it.
Yeah.
It's very sturdy.
I don't know, can you see? Okay, so yeah, it's a fantastic, and they have different sizes. So if your family might not eat this size before the bread molds, I think they've got like a 9x4. So it's a 4x4 square, and then 13. You're doing a good job.
I know.
He's like a Barker dude. Instead of a Barker babe, he's a Barker
Alright.
dude. Anyway, But yeah, like he said, it's very sturdy. Like you can't even collapse the side when you squeeze it. It's super, super durable. It is kind of a non-stick, and I know that in the video, I greased it with some shortening. I don't think you really have to do that, but I just do it for good measure. And then I'm gonna show you the bread. I made this, what, 2 days ago? 2 or 3 days ago?
Is this a Pullman pan?
It is a Pullman pan,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
But I don't know if you can tell, but look, I mean, it's still very, very soft, and it holds up really well to sandwiches, and that's the best part.
If you didn't know, you would think that's store-bought bread, but that actually is it's better than store-bought bread.
It is. My next purchase, once he's drawing a check again, is I'm planning on getting myself a one of those things that you put the bread in it and then you can cut it and make even slices, because I am the world's worst bread slicer. My slices are so terribly uneven. And then I want to get like a good, do you guys have a
Farm on Quill Hollows
hey
here.
1870s homestead?
Yes.
Rachel in the 1870s was the one that told me about this pan, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
But do any of y'all have a good way to store your bread? So question number 1 is, do any of you use a bread bag, like one of those linen bread bags, and does it really work? Or do you have like just a container that you love putting them in? Because I'm really sick of using plastic wrap. So I got the pan off Amazon, and on my bread video there is a link.
Yeah, we love this pan.
There is a link.
A bamboo slicer.
Yes.
Said they got one and they love it.
And they love it. Okay, I
Yeah.
have seen those. Oops, I clicked on something. There we go. Hey, Kaylee. Kimmy uses those she's in her apron.
Is that the lid? What? Oh, I missed it.
What, huh? What kind of flour did you say you used for the sandwich bread? I used 2 cups of whole wheat flour. It's like the King Arthur brand. And then I used 2 3/4 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour.
Somebody says linen didn't work for them. Make some beeswax wraps.
Yes, I have been
With
wanting
old
to do
fabric.
that forever.
Hello from
Ooh,
E-Town.
hey, what's up? Yep, E-Town is north of here.
About 45 minutes from here. I think Chris is actually one that commented. You commented on a video the other day and said you were in E-Town getting ready to start your homestead, or you do homestead. So that's pretty close to us. So that's cool.
I wonder if you, I bet you could take 2 pieces of fabric and then do it like this, and then sew it where it's attached, and then do your beeswax treatment, and then that way you can lay your loaf in the middle of it and then kind of fold the sides over. You think that would work? I bet that would work. Sewing project.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Are we
Because
in
yeah,
Pennsylvania?
this bread will not last as long as store-bought bread because it doesn't have all the chemical preservatives in it. So yeah, that's why we're asking.
C. Broski. No, we are not a cooking channel. We do cook on here, but we're not a cooking channel.
No.
We are a homestead, and I use that term loosely. We're a homestead channel. We talk about living off the land and growing your own food and hunting and all that fun stuff.
We try to make sure that if we can grow it, bake it, make it, hunt it, and know where our food's coming from instead of eating a lot of processed stuff, we just feel that's better for us. And so
which we have been eating a ton of processed stuff since we moved.
yeah, we do, but we also know that when we can, we grow our own food, and you make a lot of bread and stuff like that.
Try freezer paper. Might try that.
A cooking channel? It's.
I just answered. We just answered his question.
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, my Grace and Mary Buxby. No, we are not in Pennsylvania. We are in Kentucky. 100 people watching. Awesome. Oh, well, now it's 99.
101, back up. Awesome.
Yay! Let's see. Living Garden says, I think little changes as we can is the best way to go as far as getting away from store-bought. Absolutely. And, we've been on this journey for a while, and we were kind of in a season where with shopping, I was aiming for convenience.
Do you make?
But now that we are getting back to our homestead roots and trying to get back in the groove, yeah, I'm totally focused on, getting out of the convenience foods, some convenience foods, and getting away from the processed foods. Of course, we have our favorites. We have our processed favorites, and we will get those every week.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Do you make pemmican? No.
Okay.
I have never made pemmican, but that is on my list of things to try.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't?
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Pemmican is a survival bread.
Do you store your bacon grease in the fridge?
Yes, I do.
Do you have to?
I don't know.
I don't think you have
I don't
to.
think you have to.
No.
But I do.
It's bacon grease.
Yeah. I don't.
Especially if you use it a lot, if you cook with it a lot. My mom used to just keep a jar of it right there on the counter
stove,
next to the stove. And I mean, every day she just dip out a little dab of it.
Yeah.
I mean.
But I do, just because I don't use it every day.
Yeah.
But we use it a lot. Jamie Oliver has a fantastic focaccia bread recipe. Super easy and delish.
It's like meat bread with berries.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, didn't they use that
Interesting.
in, I want to say the Civil War? Isn't that right? Pemmican or Revolutionary War? I don't know, but it's like a survival bread. It's
Revolutionary War, they were kind of eating the hardtack.
Oh, that's true.
Sounds like it's a prepping type bread.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
it keeps for a long time, and it's full of, fuel to keep you going, and it's compact, so it's easy to
Yeah.
tote, as we say in the
I wear
South.
aprons. You don't need to store bacon grease in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will last longer in the
Right,
fridge. Yeah.
right.
And I was thinking, my mom never really stored it in the fridge. She always had it sitting next to her stove on the
Megan
counter.
Fox Unlocked.
She loves watching
So
your
glad
channel.
you're here. Yes.
I had a thought.
Actual wheat.
and
Yes.
It's gone.
No, I have not. I have never made bread with actual wheat berries, but that is on the list. Is something I've always wanted to do, just haven't done it yet.
Are we froze up?
Okay, I think we're back.
I think we're back.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we back? Sorry about that. Kind of buffered out for a moment.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Not stored in the fridge. We'll put hairs on your chest. Don't tell it my 13-year-old son. He might be getting into it.
Probably.
Hey, Heaven's Gates. How's the weather here? It's windy, rainy.
Oh, it's been warm the last couple of days. It's been super wet here. The ground just won't dry out. We had 2 straight days of sunshine, and it's still soggy outside. Mm-hmm. And very windy today.
Thank you, my lilac hill.
Yeah. But it's supposed to, a cold front's coming through tonight. So
Yes.
it's supposed to start cooling off.
Oh, that is awesome. Chaos and Grace said that she was gifted with 50 pounds of wheat berries. That is so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess that probably is my goal this year, is just learning different ways to make bread, I guess. Because I asked in a couple of groups if anybody had a good Ezekiel bread recipe, and no one answered me in either group. So I'm guessing that's a no. But yeah, just sprouting grains, drying them, grinding them, and then making bread from that, I think would be a great thing to learn. Come to Australia, you'll have a nice high 70s day, I bet. Are we still on keto? No, we're not. Because of course right now with, oh, well, thank you, Chocolate Mint.
Thank you,
That's
Chocolate
so
Mint.
sweet.
Appreciate it. A whole lot.
But yeah, just with the income situation right now, we're not doing keto, and I told him, I said, here's the thing. I know keto works. Keto's great, but we're gardeners, and I'm gonna grow carrots, and I'm gonna grow other things that is not keto approved. And I just want to eat good, healthy food. I want to eat.
Yeah.
I want to eat sourdough bread.
I'm not against keto because we've tried it and it worked. It was kind of hard for us to stay on it just because the
Keto is expensive, very expensive.
it was a little difficult to stick with. It was working, but now, I mean, since I've been off work now, this is the third week of not working. We just have to kind of eat what we've got. We're doing that. We're being forced to do that pantry challenge.
Yes.
Where we're just eating stuff in the pantry, which is why it's so important to prep. Now, you don't have to be a prepper. It's just plan ahead.
Right.
You never know when life happens and you have to take a month and just hit the pause button
Yeah.
and not move forward for a while.
Right.
And sometimes you're forced to do that, like we are right now. And so that's what we're doing right now.
Right.
But it's so important to prep. One thing we really want to get for this house is a generator.
Yes.
Luckily, we've had super mild winter here. But man, if the snow and ice had hit and knocked our power out, we would be in trouble. We'd have a freezer.
Thank you, Becky.
So, yeah, plan. When you're able to, stock your shelves. You know, get the beans and the rice and the flours and the stuff in your pantry stocked up.
Yep.
Because you never know when you may have to just spend a few weeks and live off of that stuff.
Yes. Jump Off A said, do you think being a prepper has its advantages now that you are out of work? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been eating out of our food storage. And, I mean, we still have tons of meat and beans, good grief. And we have rice.
Yeah.
we have
got
beans and rice.
We had I mean, we're eating what we've got that had been stocked up or stocked up. But yeah, we've got a deer in the freezer and we've got beans and rice. And so
That's awesome chocolate mint.
meat and potatoes, we've been eating fairly well. And like we said at the beginning of the video, she's been doing all these leftover meals.
Yeah, leftover makeovers.
Yeah, her leftover meals have been awesome. We'll cook a meal and then we'll cook extra, so we'll eat on it for the next meal or two after that and just make it last.
Yeah, Kayla said, I stock up when things are buy one, get one free. Y'all know I stock up at my salvage store, which is, I mean, that's pretty much what we've been eating are things that we've gotten from the salvage store. So very thankful to have that resource. And it's funny because...
There we go again with the chickens.
I can't talk. So my daughter came in the kitchen at lunch today, and she was like, "Mom, there's nothing to eat." And I said, "Honey," and I started naming out all the stuff that she could fix. And I said, "We have food. We just don't have anything that sounds good to you right now." And she's like, "It's all ingredients."
Yeah.
And so you know what she did? She made like the best chicken Alfredo, and you had some. It was good, right?
I ate all that she had left over.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, see, I think when you're in the mindset of it's got to be quick and I got to have it now, that's when you get yourself in trouble. Convenience foods cost more.
Jump Off A has a very good question.
Hey, Candace.
What did you not stock up on that you will stock
That's a
up
great
on
question.
once you're back to work? That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I think overall we're just going to be more aware that we make sure we are stocked up because
I need more ingredients.
Yeah.
More flour, sugar, just staples. I mean, we've got the beans and rice down. I mean, that's
and
maybe more cans.
you know, this actually happened right after Christmas, which was right after deer season. So we actually had been blessed with some meat if this would have happened at the end of the summer or in the middle of the summer, we may not have had anything in the freezer. We're buffering again.
My answer would have to be toilet paper. We actually just stocked up on toilet paper before, or was it right after?
No, right after.
Yeah. So we're good on the TP.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have you looked up Amish friendship bread? It is so good. It sure makes a moist banana nut bread and others as well. Yes. There was several years ago, many years ago, a friend gave me some friendship bread, and I mean, we ate some friendship bread. And then I was like, I'm pretty sure I've gained 10 pounds after that, because you have to, keep
Chaos
it going.
and Grace is asking if our deer season's over already. Our deer season, well, it depends on what you're talking about, deer season. If you're talking about bow season, it may have just ended. But yeah, our deer season's pretty much over now.
Yeah.
But the modern gun season, it's only 2 weeks. And since I don't have a place to hunt, I went to my cousin's one day, saw nothing, and that was the only day I could hunt during that entire 2 weeks. It was the only day that wasn't storming, raining, miserable, or I wasn't working. And but luckily, another guy that was hunting out there a few days later, he got one, and he brought it to the house, and that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very cool of him to do that.
Okay, people are saying we're buffering. Are we still buffering?
No, people say we're not buffering. Only 1 or 2 people said they're having issues.
That's weird. May have to refresh.
No, not us. Then.
I'm saying they may have to refresh.
Let's see. Yes, Deep South did just do a good video on prepping. Saw somebody else's. Oh, are we in Michigan? No, we're in Kentucky.
We're in Kentucky.
Yes, I do have a food saver and I use it regularly. I love it.
We're in South Central Kentucky. I guess you could say we are about halfway between Louisville and Nashville. That would be safe to say.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, some people say they're buffering. It's not showing it here.
Not at the moment. What's the best way to cook deer meat? Well, it would depend on the cut that you have. Backstrap, in my opinion, the best way is just to cook it like a steak.
Yeah, that's the very tender. You slice it up, cook it like some little fillets.
Yeah.
But then you got your roast, which I love putting it in a crock pot and letting it cook all day, and then shredding it and making shredded barbecue out of it. That's awesome. What'd you make tonight?
I made a Mississippi roast with the backstrap. That was really good.
And you made it in your Instapot.
Well, on the slow cooker setting.
Yeah.
Chocolate mint. My aunt lives there, in London. Ooh, yes, deer stew is super duper good. I canned deer meat last year.
Yeah, deer chili's
well,
awesome.
2017, and every now and then I crack open a jar and drain the juice off of it, put it in the saucepan with some barbecue sauce, and it makes the best barbecue sandwiches. Also, if I want to leave the juice in, I can do a really quick stew.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. I made the best backstrap steaks last night. I could eat me some backstrap every night. Yeah, us too. It is so good. My cousin, she cuts it, she slices it halfway and stuffs it with peppers and cream cheese. Then wraps it in bacon and bakes it. And I've not made it like that yet, but I plan to.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, there's 180 degrees from average.
Yes.
I had the best
Welcome.
time watching the video. When it was them and the Haulers and VW Farms over at Roots and Refuge.
And they're playing a game.
They were playing that game. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
I haven't seen the video yet, but I heard her in the next room laughing, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
and,
I want to see
And she was
that,
watching that
play
video, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. My hubby puts venison tenderloin in a crock pot with cream of mushroom soup. Yum.
That's good.
let's see. Can't wait to see your plans for your garden. I know. I was wanting to start sketching things out. I just haven't had time to do it today. But I don't know if you guys get emails from Justin Rhodes. He just sent out. He had like a 12 videos on permaculture, setting up permaculture on your homestead, and it wasn't on YouTube. It was just through his emails. Anyway, so I was watching some of it, and one suggestion that he had, which I thought was genius. Of course, it's Justin, so you know. But anyway, he was talking about trying to figure out your layout, and so basically, he's got like printables. You can print out like garden chickens, and then have like a sketch of your house, and then you can just move the pieces of paper around before you actually put something down. I was like, oh, what? That's so smart. Why did I not think of that? But anyway, I plan on doing that.
Were you gonna do a channel shout out tonight?
I was gonna do a channel shout out tonight.
So who are you gonna shout out?
I'm gonna shout out Sutton's Days. And I'm sure most of y'all probably follow Lisa over at Sutton's Days.
But if they don't, tell them
But
about
if
it.
they don't, here's why you should follow Sutton's Days. First of all, Lisa is hilarious, and she's just so much fun to watch. But she is so full of good information. She loves to talk about stockpiling. She does canning videos, and this month, the month of January, she and some other channels are doing a month-long collaboration called Jarred Up January, I think. And if somebody could grab that link and share it, yeah, they're sharing canning videos. And the first video she did to kick it off, I'm like, I am so doing that. She did Fiesta beans. So basically she takes like the Fiesta Ranch packet and then cans it with pinto beans. And she's like, it's great with like all kinds of Mexican dishes.
Thank you, Chaos and Grace. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jennifer.
She just posted the link.
So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. So check out Sutton's Days. Tell Lisa that Freedom Homestead sent you. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do to keep meat tender when canning it? My hamburger is tough. Did you raw pack it, or did you cook it before you canned it? Because the only thing I would think that would make it tough is that it would be lean, like maybe too lean. I don't know. I've not canned burger. I've canned like stew meat. Hey, there's Big Bear. What's up, brother and sister? I'm guessing maybe both of you are watching.
That's
Ooh, canning bacon tomorrow. When you can your bacon, how do you do that? Do you just stick it in your? Do you raw pack it, or do you put it in like between sheets of parchment paper? How do you do yours? Let's see. We are going to raise meat rabbits this year and try canning it. That is awesome. I would love to eventually get into meat rabbits. Of course, we're doing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
But I would love to. I really want that for Parker. I think that would be good for him.
I'm on the hook big time to get chickens this year. So we're going to have to figure out a way to make that work.
Isn't that awesome, you guys?
Yeah. And I may have to sneak next door and grab a goat.
Well, I tell you what, I've never really had any interest in raising goats for meat until lately because of Daniel at Arms Family Homestead.
Daniel Arms.
Because he's been talking about how goat is good eating, and he's been like, he
He keeps
smoked it.
raving about how delicious goat meat is, and you know, he's got me very interested in this now. But so yeah, there's a big goat farm next door to us, and I'm tempted to buy one off of them and take it and get it processed, but.
Big Bear's got pigs if we want them.
Big Bear
yes,
says,
Andrea, I do want to make
Yeah.
goat cheese.
That's probably Jason. He says goat is good.
So Shannon asks, do you have a solution for really gamey deer meat?
Goat is delicious.
You can soak it. It will help, but it may not necessarily take all of the gaminess out. But I have actually adapted a taste for gaminess. Like, I enjoy it now. But when I didn't enjoy it, I would sometimes, depending, because you know how like you can usually tell by the smell if it's going to be like really gamey. If it had a very strong smell, I would do salt and vinegar water. You know, like put some salt in there, make it salty like the sea, and then a splash of vinegar, and then let that soak. That just kind of helps dry out the blood. And then when I cook it, like if it's a roast, I would do some like beef bouillon or something in it, and that helps.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people commenting that goat meat is really good, really delicious. There's one or two that says, no, I don't like goat meat, but there's a whole lot of people that do like it. And I guess if you like deer, you'd probably like goat because they say it's similar as far as it's a very lean meat, but it's not as gamey. So I'm sure I've had goat, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, Chaos and Grace said we put bacon fat in gamey venison and season well. Let me tell you, my cousin Jared gave us some, what was it called? Bacon deer burger. But it had,
Yeah, they ground up bacon with
I don't
the
know.
deer.
I don't know what the ratio to venison, bacon to venison was. But man, oh man, oh man,
It was probably,
that is some good eating.
it's probably about a third,
Maybe,
probably about
yeah, I
2/3
have no
deer
idea.
and a third bacon.
See, my hubby's grandma soaks venison in milk for hours to get the gamey taste out, then drains and cooks.
Yeah,
How you doing, Maddie?
my cousin said you can use milk. He knows people that has used milk, but he said no. And we just put it in water and put
Hey,
a-
Jenny.
a spoonful of pickling salt in it, and it drew the blood out. About every 8 hours, I would change out that water and put more salt in it, and it pretty much took all the gaminess out and worked perfect. So that's how we've done the last couple that we've got, and it's all worked.
Let's see, deer meat and goat meat is lean, and it's best to mix some kind of fat in it. Now, I will say, y'all know that we ground our own deer this time because I got that little grinding thing. We go to church with a butcher, and the last time that we had deer ground, I asked her if she was going to put any fat in it because she didn't ask me if I wanted it. And she goes, well, I mean, I can, but I don't put it in mine. I said, really? And she goes, yeah, we just do straight meat. And I said, okay.
Well, if
And
you're
was
going to use
good.
it for chili, no, you don't have to. If you're going to make burgers and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
you would, because otherwise it's going to be hard to. It's going to fall apart. That fattiness not only is going to give it a little bit more flavor, but it's also going to keep it together while it's cooking and
Awesome,
not fall
Carolyn.
apart.
And yes, Shannon, even after it has been frozen, yes. Use 20% beef fat with deer meat. That's the best.
Yeah,
There you go.
80 to 20 mix.
I never mix anything into our deer or any game meat. Yeah. Now, of course, you know, if you're going to make sausage with it too,
Just depends
you would
on.
definitely want some meat.
I think
or
it would
fat
really
in it.
depend on what you're going to use it for. I mean, if you're going to put it in stew or chili or something, you're not going to have to add anything
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how you're gonna cook it, what you're gonna use it for.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I love all of it. Very excited. Let's see. Okay, Amby, thanks for hanging out. Hey, Growing Boys Farm, how are you? Some others of us in your area usually go in together for a chicken order in April. Well, you're gonna have to tell me more about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Growing Boys Farm. I really enjoy following your stuff on the Facebook and on the Instagrams. We've done some homeschool things with them. They're some awesome people. The Living Gardener. I love deer sausage. Me too.
Yes.
Add pork fat to our ground beaver. Are y'all still eating beaver? Big
What?
Bear. Big Bear.
Oh, Big
Homestead.
Bear. Yeah.
They swear that it is like, do you say it's better than ground beef or close to it?
Or was he just?
No, they really eat it.
I know, but they said they had one in their freezer. But are they just saying that to get everybody? Yes, we are better. I'm thinking he's just saying that.
No, I think he's telling the truth.
Huh.
I wouldn't put it past him. Because I think the story goes because Jason at Big Bear Homestead is a professional trapper, and they had gotten some beaver one night, and I can't remember, somebody, as they were processing it or something, they said, you know, this, I thought, oh, I know, y'all were, you were going to use it to set traps, I think. And then I think Robin said something like, man, this looks like ground beef. And they decided to try it, and then they said it was really, really good.
Living Garden says, can you eat groundhog? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Have I? No, I haven't.
No, but his mom has.
My mom has.
Growing
She said
up.
it's very greasy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all she said about it. She says it's very greasy. Somebody watched VW Family Farm, and they got a video on beaver.
Ben Holler, what's up, bud?
Hey Ben, how you doing? We've already talked about you.
Yeah, I know. We talked about the hollers a little earlier today.
Because this is our first live show since your big
Yes.
announcement and your big premiere.
Yeah.
We were talking about how awesome it was. I'm excited that we've got over 100 people watching
I
us
know,
live.
that's crazy.
And the hollers just blew. I always say they broke the internet.
They broke the internet. For
They had,
real.
I think, 1,600 people watching
that
their
was-
live premiere.
That was just the best.
Yeah.
That was such a cool. It just felt like we were all there. We were all supporting, and it was so great.
And from their journeys, that's how we found 180 degrees from average, and that's also how we found VW Family Farm.
Aw.
And so
Yep.
we have found a couple of awesome channels here lately.
Yep. Let's see.
Meg's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just now got
Living Garden said turtle soup is delicious. I have never had turtle soup. Hubby ate an elk burger this weekend at Cabela's and said it was a little gamey.
I've had elk steak.
BW eats beaver also.
It was very lean, and you really have to flavor it because it wasn't gamey at all. It was really good and tender, but you have to flavor it because it just doesn't have a whole lot of fat in it. It didn't have a whole lot of flavor.
Yeah. This is a random side note, but Aldi's the jars
I was gonna ask you
that
what
their
you're
pickled
drinking.
peppers come in make the best glasses. I've not taken my label off, but look, it's like the perfect shape to drink out of.
I was gonna wonder. I was like, what are you drinking? Are you drinking like
I've saved the last because I'm like,
pickle juice or pepper juice?
when I start making kombucha again, I'm gonna put them in these because it's just like it's the perfect size. It's a pint and a half, I think.
We should do
Or
a
maybe it's
show.
pint.
We should do a show where it's like, what's the weirdest thing you do eat or drink?
Oh goodness, bison is the best. Of course, Mandy, she's up there in Canada, and she's eating bear and bison and all kinds of awesome stuff. I would love to try bear. I don't know why that just really intrigues me. I would love to try that.
Oh, Jason's doing a trapping class in May.
Yes, where? In Georgia? Are you doing it at home?
I may be interested. We will talk later.
I'm gonna teach myself to clean squirrels and rabbits this year, hopefully chickens too. Man, if only y'all were here back when the hollers were here, because my son killed a big red squirrel.
We're still talking about the squirrel, Ben.
And Jack was at work, and so Ben was like, look, we got a thing at our house where if you kill it, you eat it, which we do too. But I'm like, but I don't know what to do. So he cleaned it on the back of their camper, and he had like a really cool setup. He got like the water hose, and it was delicious.
I pulled up, and they had this nice squirrel all cleaned, and
Yeah, I'm like, man, you missed it.
you're like, I guess I'm cooking it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And, a couple hours later, we were eating squirrel.
Okay, Kim, thanks for hanging out. Yes, milk and goats. Oh, speaking of that, I got to tell y'all something awesome really quick.
Yes, this is really cool.
So we have some really good friends that we met through church that live about 45 minutes or so from here, okay? So I had actually contacted earlier last week a farmer to see about getting raw milk for us. And then I remembered a conversation that I had with our friends, And they were talking about how they're really good at raising animals, but they're not very good at gardening. And I had kind of said, well, maybe we should barter. And at the time that we were talking about it, they were like, yeah, we should do that. So I reached back out to our friends and I said, hey, we're planting the garden and I'm looking into getting some raw milk and stuff. You remember that conversation we had? Is that still something you're interested in? And they said, absolutely. So hopefully, Lord willing, and they have a dairy goat and a dairy cow. So that's kind of what we've talked about is we're going to keep them in vegetables. And I even said bread.
Yeah.
And they're going to supply us with milk and meat because they raise rabbits and chickens and all that kind of stuff. So I'm so pumped about that.
Oh, me. I'm laughing at some of the Ben's. No better icebreaker than eating a squirrel.
Yep.
Yes. One way to get to know your friends. Come over, let's kill a squirrel and clean it and eat
I mean, like, that was just such a great memory to have.
it is.
With
That's
somebody.
going to be an awesome memory from our time
Yeah.
with the haulers.
Yep.
I have had rabbit. I really like rabbit. Yeah.
Had wished
Quail's the best.
Wished I knew
Love
when
quail.
Ben and his bride were in Maine. Would have loved to meet that family. Yeah, I'm really hoping now. Ben, are y'all gonna be coming back through? Because if so, you got a place to stop. If you head this way. Well, there's the buff carrot. Hey. Let's see. One of the highlights of the trip. Yeah, it was awesome. Bye, Miss Andrea. Thanks
Yeah,
for
see you later.
stopping by. It is. I agree, Shannon. She said bartering is a lost art, and that is totally true. And I just thought, how cool is that to know that, raising meat and milking and doing all that stuff is something that they've become really good at. And I don't have $7 a gallon to give, but I can give bread. I said Ben because his name popped up right there.
Yeah, he says
I can give bread and I can give vegetables.
He thinks he's done
That's just
traveling
awesome.
for a while.
Oh,
Yeah. And
I can imagine.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. They need to just settle for a while.
Yeah. Chris said y'all should get quail.
They've got to look and find that, spot where they're at and get things taken care of there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, next Monday, when we do our live show next Monday, I've got something cool to announce.
You do?
Yeah, it's
News to me.
yeah, well, it's not news to you, you know about it, but here in the next couple of weeks or month, I might be able to be doing I'm going to add a new skill. I'm learning a new skill. And so I'll talk about that next Monday.
Is it keeping secrets from your wife?
No. No. You actually know about it. It's just I've caught you off guard with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Y'all didn't hear that, did you? Okay, let's see. Ethan said that confused look was priceless. Well, you know how we do. It's just like, Okay, too bad we are closer to Tangy and Jack. I have a whole lot of jalapeno cheese bear smokies. Oh my goodness,
so
you're
good.
killing me.
That
would
so
be
good.
so awesome.
Yeah. Road trip.
Yeah. Oh, so one thing that I failed to do last year, or year before last, I'm still in the 2018. In 2017, I canned a bunch of cowboy candy. And I told y'all in a video that I'm going to show y'all how we make cowboy candy. Well, I never did it. And now, I have to do it because we gave, some friends of ours were staying with us, and I sent them home with cowboy candy, and they let everybody that lives in Northeast Georgia sample it, and now everybody in Northeast Georgia wants the recipe. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I know it's good, but
It was good.
wow. So
everybody wants some now.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to.
So I'm gonna have to grow some jalapenos in my garden.
Yeah.
Howard
And
garden.
then we're gonna have to share the cowboy candy recipe.
We will. Because if you eat it all yourself, oh, it does some hurt to your body.
Yes. Big Bear, do you remember we were telling you about a certain preacher that is a prepper homesteader? It was them, and they are moving up here. So yeah. Let's see. Are y'all going to any homestead gatherings this year?
Are we going to any homestead gatherings this year? We hope to.
Yes.
Our plan is to try to go to at least one or two. Our goal right now is, our number one goal right now is to try to make it to the Hootenanny.
Yes.
For the Pratt family.
Yep.
Up in Michigan. We would really like to go to that. The homesteading conference in Virginia, I don't know if we're gonna make it this year or not. I mean, I'm representing. I got their hat on right now.
I would love to go if we
I
can.
really want to go back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's up in the air. That's one of those things we don't know our travel plans in October yet.
We just know, especially with establishing our new place, that's going to take some money and it's going to take some time, and there's also other gatherings that we wanted to go to that we haven't been to yet.
Yeah, somewhere we've been talking about a lot is Texas.
Yes. And I'd love to go to Mississippi to the Deep South Homestead thing too.
So right now it's up in the air. Hootenanny, we've been talking about a lot, and then everything else is kind of up in the air right now. So.
Oh yeah. 1870 said Rachel made cowboy candy this summer. We use it all the time. Chop up and put in our scrambled eggs. My favorite way to eat it. My favorite way to eat it is with cream cheese and crackers. That's it, like we sit down to watch one of our shows or a movie, and like that's what I'm munching on. But then our friend who had it, he was like, "Oh man, I want to have this on some with some beans and cornbread." Good night, Candace. Thanks for hanging out with us. Do you drive everywhere or fly? Drive. Yes, definitely.
She doesn't like to fly, so we drive.
Someone seriously needs to do something closer to Florida. Everything is so far away. I know.
Yeah.
Will you have a meetup in Texas? I mean, I don't know. It's just a place that we want to go, and we know that there's a lot of homestead friends out there. Like, I would love to meet the Texas boys. Lone Star Living is out there. Daddy Curves is out there. Who else? I know there's others that my
and some of them that she just mentioned has talked about, being able to have some meetups or possible get-togethers. So that's just something that's on our radar. We don't know if we can go or not, but it's on our radar. It's one of those. It's on our list. I'll put it. It's on our list.
Yeah. Oh, and Doug and Stacy are doing that thing in Missouri.
Yeah. And see, the Missouri thing is not far from here. It's a half-day drive.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Asheville, North Carolina. It's 4 or 5 hours. Once you get beyond the 4 or 5 hour range, it takes a lot more planning for us. Especially my work schedule. I don't get off weekends a lot. Saturdays, I work Fridays and Saturdays. We have to plan ahead and try to figure out how much of that can we do during the year.
Right. So someone asked, what is cowboy candy? It is a whole bunch of jalapenos cooked in a whole bunch of brown sugar. And it is divine. It is divine. Let's see. We are doing workshops at Doug and Stacy's Homesteading Life Conference this year. Yay, that's very cool.
That's neat.
Also,
that's going to be in Hannibal, Missouri, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. And I was just gonna say there's a good of the Land Fest that happens in Texas, but I don't know where in Texas. So that would be cool to see. But let's see, would love to go and see Doug and Stacy. I know, I would love to go up there and hang out with them.
The thing in Missouri with Doug and Stacy was actually on our list last year. We had planned to go last year, and it just at the last minute didn't work out, and we had to cancel. Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Yep. But as of right now, we're just trying to get through
Yeah.
this season that we're going through right now, and then when things look a little brighter, then we'll start planning out everything else. But yeah, I'm just really excited. 2019 just feels like it's going to be a really exciting year, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it.
We feel like these last 2 years, especially, meeting at some of the homestead conferences and getting to know some of you very well that we chat with on a regular basis, it's been such a blessing to get to know everybody. And so we're really excited about 2019.
Yes.
And we've got a list of places we want to go, and we want to continue
Thank you, Glendale,
growing
Texas.
this relationship and growing our new homestead. So we've got to balance the two.
Yeah.
We've got to balance the two. And of course, our home and our family comes first.
Yeah.
And then we want to try to share that and spend as much time with our friends. But I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really excited about 2019. I feel like we've been very blessed in 2019. Hopefully we can give that back.
Yeah, everyone. Yes,
What?
I missed my mouth. That's what happened.
I was talking and totally zoned out.
I
and
took a drink and just
missed
went,
something awesome.
and so I'm sitting here just like trying to dry off, and I'm okay though. I'm okay. Let's see. You can always come up to Canada, not too far, right? Well, I mean, we
Oh.
were almost Canada when we went to visit in my gardener. We were like,
Well, we were across the water from
yeah, we were under the bridge. Pretty much, we were under the bridge.
We were in the, as Daniel Arms said, we're in the last 10 feet of America.
Bye, Jennifer. Thank you so much, you guys. If you have a chance, don't forget to check out Chaos and Grace.
Oklahoma's another one on our list.
Oh yeah. Well, we've told Daniel we're gonna come and crash his pad.
We gotta visit Daniel sometime.
Yeah.
And of course, if we go out there, there's Daniel, and
Thank
there's
you,
Keeping
Shelley.
It Dutch, and there's who else? Pure Living for outdoors.
Yeah, Pure Living for Outdoors.
Where's Stony Ridge Farmer at?
Is Stony Ridge in Oklahoma?
Where's Stony Ridge Farmer?
Bye,
Any of
Ben.
you guys know where he's at? We were talking about that just a couple nights ago.
Oh, is he in
where
North
he's
Carolina? I
Is
didn't
he?
realize that. I thought he was maybe in Oklahoma.
at? Okay.
Huh. Cool. Yeah, and see, there's a lot of great people to meet up in North Carolina too. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, thank you, Ben. Okay, so he was also saying,
What was he saying? Did he mistype? Blame it on autocorrect.
Oh, that's funny. He's close to my parents. Oh, that's cool. Dirt Patch Heaven
Okay.
is in Oklahoma too. Yep, she is now. She used to be in.
Wow. She's,
Idaho.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Looking so forward on watching and learning all these amazing skills from you, from all you kind people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird
Okay,
because
Ken.
it's weird because both of us are. You know, we talked about this in a video we did a few days ago. Both of us grew up.
Good night,
Our
Lila.
parents and grandparents were farmers
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, and we grew up in the farming community. And you get married and you move into town and you start working, and then you get back to this and you're just like, this is awesome. We love it. Just being able to get your hands in the dirt and grow stuff. I don't know where I was going with that. I totally
He's on.
lost my train of thought, but I got my thought back. But some of the skills that we've learned over the past few years have been just to me, I feel like I'm done with basic training and I'm ready to start learning more advanced skills. So 2019, I'm going to try to dedicate this year to getting out of my comfort zone and learning skills more stuff that I didn't think I could do.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same. I'm ready to take it up to the next level and just very excited. I mean, and I don't know if it's just the winter time, but I think everybody kind of gets to where you just kind of feel depleted of nutrition.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just from, you know, the winter, not being in the sunshine, not having
Oh, that's fine with
fresh
me.
fruits and vegetables. But yeah, I'm craving it. Like, I'm ready for kale, and I'm ready for Swiss
Mm-hmm.
chard, and I'm ready for cream and raw milk and
I'm looking
that
forward
stuff,
to
sourdough and
being able
kombucha.
to build stuff and learn new skills.
Oh no, that's terrible, Carlton family. One of our hogs
Oh.
electrocuted itself yesterday. Got a hold of an extension cord. That's terrible. Oh me. Let's see.
Stonies in Oklahoma.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for all of you that are leaving to go to
Yeah.
bed. Thanks
Yes,
for hanging
well,
out.
we need to wrap it up too
What time
because
is
we're
it?
past our
Oh, we are.
we're past our hour that we
Wish we
normally
would've started.
allot for
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Cedar Creek.
next Monday, we plan on going live again, Lord willing, and I am going to talk about one of those new skills that I'm going to be learning, and hopefully in the coming weeks, or maybe in the coming month, hopefully we'll have a guest with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, we do need to wrap it up.
We do.
Thanks for tuning in and watching. I think we've had more people watch us live tonight than we've ever had before.
Which is phenomenal.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. What?
Lisa Johnson, you need any help with old skills, just ask. I'm old. That's funny. Oh, very sweet. Hopefully you'll get paid by then. Yes, hopefully
I hope
so.
so. I
Hopefully
hope so. Yeah. Hopefully in another week or two, I will. That'll be a little bit less stress off my mind.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will get paid.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We hope so.
yes. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you want to see more, then come hang out with us on Facebook. We have our Facebook page, Freedom Homestead, and then we
Yes.
also have our Freedom Homestead Friends group. It's a secret group where we can chat and learn from each other.
Well, we're also on Instagram.
We're also I'm at Tangy_Freedom Homestead.
And Jack_Freedom Homestead
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Thanks, Ben. Tell
Yeah.
Meg we hope she has
Yeah.
sweet dreams.
Thank you guys. And
Thanks, Ethan.
and check out all her leftover makeover recipes she's been doing over the past week. Good stuff. And
Hopefully I'll have more for y'all coming up.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll have a video tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, she's still doing a lot. So yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Yep.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see you
night.
next week.
Yep. Good night.